Testing, testing. How you doing, Sebastian?
Good. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready. Day two.
Day 2 of 2, and then we're gonna have day 3 and 5 on Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, day three.
Day 3 and 5.
Oh, 3 and 5. Okay. All right. Thank you. Welcome everybody into the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College. Matt Trudell and Sebastian Marich here with you today for the visiting Community College of Beaver County Titans taking on your Howard Community College Dragons. How you doing today, Sebastian?
Doing good, my friend. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. One benefit, we were here yesterday talking about how the men's team played yesterday, and it might be tough to go back to back. This Titans team were in Frederick last night,
Right.
so both teams coming off of a game the night before. Dragons won theirs. They beat Westmoreland County Community College 89-44. It was a big game. They were able to get a lot of bench players in. On the other side of things, this Titans team went to Frederick, lost 92-70. So probably had to use their starters much longer than they wanted to. That's something that the Dragons could potentially look to take advantage of today. Um, this Titans team comes in season 7-11, 0-1 in the conference. Dragons 15-4, 5-1 in the conference, 8-2 at home. And on the road, this Titans team is 2-5. So, what do the Dragons need to do to, continue their winning streak today?
They gotta just continue what they did yesterday, and you gotta keep your foot on the pedal. You can't overlook opponents here, especially in Region 20 Division 2 play. Gotta keep your foot on that pedal. Look, Beavers record, it just says a lot about Westmore. Like it's very easy to look over them. But we kind of did that last year when we went to their place and almost lost. And they're very capable. And they have some good returning players. Damon Astorino is a very good guard who's going to get the ball, have the ball in his hands a lot. And he's really an all-around level player. So if you look over this team, he can easily take advantage of that. So Beaver's very capable. You got to continue your good habits. Can't sleepwalk. Good strong passes. I think you'll see a continued emphasis like yesterday of low post play. I think that's going to be very important as Beaver lacks some size. So I think that's an element the Dragons can take advantage of. But I got to keep your foot on the pedal here. Don't overlook any opponents, especially ones in Region 20 Division 2 play.
All right, let's do the starters real quick for the visiting Titans. Speaking of which, number 0, a sophomore guard, Damon Astorino. He's the leading scorer on this team, 18.9 points per game. Number 5, a freshman guard, Darian Roberson. Number 8, a freshman forward, Chauncey Cole. Number 10, a freshman guard, Trey Armstrong. And number 13, a freshman point guard, Cameron Greil. And for the Dragons, number 1, a sophomore guard, Jaden Johnson. Number 4, a sophomore guard, Truth Norton. Number 11, Emmanuel Henriquez. He's a sophomore guard. Number 24, sophomore guard, Christian Dean. And number 35, a sophomore forward, Anthony Jami. The Titans are coached, I don't have that on
Tyler
this list,
Kerr.
by Tyler Kerr, and the Dragons are coached by head coach Mike Snelkinson, assisted by Will Thomas, Alvarez Jr., and Cole Harshman. We're going to step aside for the national anthem and the starting lineups, and we'll be back for opening tip. All right, Matt Trudell, Sebastian Marich back here with you in Columbia, Caller Foundation Complex. Both teams have been introduced. We've had a national anthem. Like we were saying, Damon Astorino, 18.9 points per game. Another guy to look out for is second leading scorer on this team comes off the bench, Lamar Redman. He hit 9 3-pointers last night. He had 29 points coming off the bench for this Titans team, so that's something to see if he continues the hot hand. We're going to have the opening tip. It's going to be Jami going up against Roberson, and Jami wins it. So the opening possession goes to the Dragons, and now we have Truth Norton. Swings it over to Enriquez. Enriquez drives. Left-handed layup, no good. Jami battling for the rebound, but it drops to the Titans, and Grile, who gets it across the line. Now the Titans will have their first possession and a chance to score the first points of this ball game. Grile swings it over to Roberson, who gets it down low. Nice pass to Astorino, but he misses it at the hoop, and Norton comes down with the rebound off the tip from his teammate Jami. And now Enriquez gets it over to Johnson. Christian Dean gets it down low in the post to Enriquez. He's posting up Astorino. He's going to drive to his right, throws up the floater, no good. And rebound goes to the Titans. And Armstrong thought about a deep three, and now Astorino along the baseline, gonna drive and gets the layup to go, and then he's fouled. Not a great foul there by the Dragons.
No, and Anthony he closed out a little too much there, and it gave Astorino the baseline drive. And that's where you kind of want to stay honest, where you commit one way or the other. Like if he stays back or retreats, then he has to open three, or you do that, you go up, you give him the baseline. Got to kind of stay in between there. And unfortunately, that didn't happen for the Drags.
So no harm there. 3-point play is not completed. The foul was on Christian Dean. Now Jaden Johnson for three along the baseline, and he hits it. So the Dragons have their first points and their first lead of the game, 3-2.
Here comes the Dragons in their 2-2-1 press. Beaver braked it pretty easily, though. Astorino couldn't get the layup to go.
Missed the layup. Now Dean on the other end spins. He loses the ball, but he's able to recover. Now Johnson, same spot. Another three. Gets that to go.
Johnson for three.
Looked like Johnson kind of got away with the travel there as he got his feet set, but nonetheless knocks it down. And it's a 6-2 Dragons lead.
Now Roberson gets it across the line off the long pass from Grau. Now Grau back with the ball. Armstrong. Grau gets it inside to Cole, who kicks it out to Roberson. Roberson tries to answer with the three, misses it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball.
Out of bounds. Possession to the Dragons.
So Jaden Johnson, 2 for 2 from three-point range, has the team's first 6 points, and he's going to run point for the Dragons as they try to stretch their lead. Truth Norton now. Throws it down low to Jami. Kicks it out to Enriquez for three, and he gets that. So Dragons 3 of 3 from three-point range.
Yes, sir. And Dragons are lighting it up from outside. And it's quite frankly not what I thought the game plan was going to be, but looks like it's working so far for the Dragons.
Cole misses the shot after a nice hesitation, and Dean gets the rebound, gets it up to Norton. Truth Norton drives, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson's going to shoot a three again. Ooh, just rims out, and Cole comes down with the rebound. 17 minutes left in the first half. Dragons are up 9-2. Roberson gets it over to Grau for the Titans. Now the game's settling down a little bit on this possession. Roberson bounces it over to Astorino, who gets it out to Armstrong. Armstrong thought about a three, but he steps in, takes the long two, misses it. And Jami tips it over to Johnson. Johnson throws it up to Dean. Dean extra pass to Norton. And the Truth scores.
Good transition offense there by the Dragons. And a good steal by Dean.
And nice pass by Johnson to Dean. And Dean gets rewarded for his steal. And a 2-point basket for the Dragons. 13-2 is the score. Astorino gets a tough pass. Gets over to Roberson. Roberson for three. Misses it. And Enriquez takes the ball to the face, but gets the rebound.
I think the Dragons will live with that 3-on-1 and you shoot a three. I think the Dragons are more than okay with that.
Yeah. Now Johnson, 18 seconds on the shot clock, gets it to Dean. Enriquez inside to Norton. Norton Has to drop it back out to Enriquez. They're going to reset. Christian Dean now going to drive. Tough shot in the lane and gets the friendly roll. 15-2 with 15:50 left in the first half. And the Dragons are continuing their pressure. Astorino gets it to Grau. Grau gets it ahead to Armstrong, who gets it across the line. Then Cole. And good steal by Truth Norton, who picks Cole's pocket. Now a spin from Norton. Oh, he gets around Armstrong. Good handles by Truth Norton there to get out of the trouble.
Yes, it was. And Beaver's going to continue to see the 2-2-1 until they can prove they can beat it consistently. Right now, they have not.
Truth Norton over to Dean. Dean's going to drive to his right. He gets fouled on the floor. Misses the shot that does not count. And we have a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. 15-18 left in the first half. Dragons up 15-2. We'll be back. All right, back here in Columbia, coming out of the media timeout. Dragons have a 13-point lead. Truth Norton's going to look to inbound it. And he gets into Jaden Johnson. We're back underway. Dragons wearing their black uniforms, which are very nice looking, by the way. We do not see them too often.
For your local Howard County people out there, you look very similar to Hammond High School. They look exactly, I swear, when I first saw them, like, we're playing Hammond High School. This is like a Hammond High School uniform. That's like literally what I thought. They're very nice, though.
Enriquez gets the block on Redmond, who just came into the game for the Titans. Now Truth Norton takes all the way. He gets blocked off the backboard, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. I think it's going to be on Greil. It is. Foul is going to be on number 13, Cameron Greil. That is his first, I believe it is.
Norton's going to go to the line. They're going to give him shots on that.
So 2 free throws coming Truth Norton's way. First free throws of the day for the Dragons. He misses the first one.
A little too lackadaisical on that first one. You got to complete the process. Make sure you use those legs. Kind of just flick through it up there. Or as we said, flicked it up there yesterday.
No good on both of them. So
look at you. You got me hesitating to use that word now.
Redmond gets it over to Greil. Greil calling out a play for his team. Coach Kerr is quite frustrated with the movement. Now Redmond, who gets it back to Greil. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to start moving. Roberson now moves to his left. Kicks it back to the right. And then Dean gets his hand on it, and Johnson comes down with the steal. Throws it up to Jami. Jami gets it to go. Right hand off the backboard. And the Dragons continue their run after giving up the first 2 points of this game. It's a 17-0 run. Redmond now getting harassed by Enriquez. And then Norton gets the steal on the pass. And he takes it all the way, misses it. Enriquez gets the rebound.
He should have gone back up with that. It was very unselfish of him to give that to Christian Dean, but should have gone back up with that.
Astorino, floater in the lane, gets it to go and temporarily stops the bleeding. And now Johnson gets the inbound. Dean thought about a 3. I don't know how seriously he thought about a 3, but he made the motions. Now he gets it back from Norton. Johnson gets a pick from Jami, moves to his right, gets it to Jami. Jami spins again, and gets the left-handed
That's
play.
more of what I thought I was going to see in this game because Beaver does not have the size to handle Jami or Enriquez or Savion Gowder whenever he checks in, quite frankly, in this game. I thought you were going to see a lot of those low post plays, some steals down low, and Jami really had basically an easy layup there after those moves that he put on.
Astorino missed the baseline too. Now Jami on the other end off the long pass gets that to go.
Repeat of last time, just a little less post moves there, just basically threw it up there, laid it in.
Redmond's pass a little dangerous, and good job by Christian Dean to smack it off the back of Roberson. And now we have some substitutions coming in. Armstrong comes back in for the Titans. And we have Sincere Barfield and Arthur Roche making their debut of the day for Trude Norton and Christian Dean. Roberson's the one who takes the seat for the Titans. And back underway, Johnson's going to bring it up the court. Gets it inside to Jami. Jami turn around right around the free throw line and gets that to go. So 6 straight points for Anthony Jami.
He's showing up and showing out right now. Dragons kind of laying off of their press right now, going into a 1-3-1 where they have the guard kind of as the interior last level of defense should they be able to break the second line of defense. It's a very sneaky but effective zone.
And a steal by Barfield gets it to Jami. Jami's bringing it down the court. He gets it poked away. Big dribbling it too long.
Yeah, it's not what the coaches probably wanted to see there, but when you're up 23-4, it's natural for things like that to happen, as that's a travel for sure.
Redmond commits the travel. It's a turnover. It'll be Dragons ball, but we have a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. Dragons up 23-4, 11:41 left in the first half. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. Coming out of that media timeout, we are back underway. Jaden Johnson gets the inbound from Enriquez. During the timeout, Orlando Ortega comes in for the Titans. Now Roche, nice spin move. Little too short on the floater. Rebound drops to Cole.
Armstrong got away with a decent amount of contact there on Enriquez. Surprised the referees didn't call a foul there.
Redmond for 3. Misses it. And then Enriquez smacks the ball out of bounds. So we'll stay with the Titans. Colin Harshman's going to come into the game for Enriquez. Inbound goes to Armstrong. Now Redmond. Back to Armstrong on the left-hand side. My apologies. Now Ortega. Armstrong tries, has to pick up his dribble. And Barfield got his hands on the pass, but it tipped it right to Redmond. Now Redmond had to shoot a 3. He gets blocked. And they call a shot clock violation.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough possession there for Beaver. Weren't able to get anything to go there. Just kind of spacing was off. People didn't expect to get the ball. Just really wasn't going to be successful from the beginning there.
Barfield gets a pick from Jami, continues to his right. He's going to just take a deep two, misses it. Roche gets the rebound, and then he goes up strong, misses that short, and then he gets stripped. And they call a foul on the floor. The foul is on
The Indiana Titans, number 5, Darian Roberson.
number 10, Trey Armstrong. That's his first foul. It's going to be a Dragons ball. Roberson comes back into the game for the Titans. Now Johnson gets it to Roche. Roche gets a pick from Jami. He's going to continue to move to his right and then gets called for a travel. So Titans will have possession. And Armstrong gets the inbound. Coach Kerr calls out a play. Over to Cole. Hands it off to Estorino, who gets it down low to Armstrong, and Armstrong gets a nice right-handed layup off the backboard to go.
Yeah, good well-ran play there by Beaver. Good action, good cutting and spacing. We're able to get a nice, easy layup.
Now Barfield over to Roche. Johnson down low to Roche, who kind of gets tripped up a little bit, so it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was not a good pass there by Johnson. I think the trip was a little incidental and minimal contact. I don't think you can award a foul on that. Johnson's got to throw a better pass than that.
I definitely did not think it was a foul, but I definitely think it probably affected him being able to get to it. But I agree,
sure.
It was a little.
I don't think anyone was gonna even
Jami.
even Roche's hops are. If you can't get it to Roche, you're not getting it to anybody, because that guy can jump out of a gym.
Roberson for three gets that to go. So a little 5-point run by this Titans team cuts the lead 23-9. Roche over to Harshman. Harshman's going to try and answer with the three. Can't get it to go, and Roberson gets the rebound. He's going to push it up, and then Roche gets back and gets his hand in the passing lane. Ends up in Barfield's hand. Barfield going to take it and has to swing it back out to Harshman. Harshman drives and gets a tough floater to go.
Now, often you see Harshman take it to the hole, but he does so there with good effect and gets the easy layup.
Now,
But that's part of Beaver's weakness. You can take advantage of their lack of size, and I think Harshman, who's a very high IQ player, understood there's not really a big to protect the rim in there, so I can go and attack that lane and get the easy two.
Redmond was the one who missed the three. Then Johnson gets blocked, but Roche gets it out to Barfield. Johnson's standing on the baseline with his hands up, but they don't see him. Barfield drives, tough shot, but gets it to go. Good take by Sincere Barfield. 27-9. Now Roberson all the way across to Redmond, who bounces it to Astorino. Astorino, three, gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the one guy you got to have your eyes on at all costs if you're the Dragons. If there's one person in that Beaver lineup that can hurt you, it's Astorino. He's a very solid all-around basketball player, and he can score in any level, and you can see right there he has a very nice three-point stroke.
Roche now for three off the pass from Barfield, gets that to go.
Got a double tech on Enriquez and Armstrong.
Wow. So to try and calm it down, the refs call a double tech on Armstrong and Enriquez. We're going to step aside media timeout. We'll sort this out when we get back. 30-12, Dragons up. 7:36 left in the first half. All right, coming out of the media timeout, a double technical was assessed on Armstrong of the Titans and Emmanuel Enriquez, and Christian Dean and Truth Norton are back in the game for the Dragons. And Armstrong's going to get the inbound. Now Armstrong looking for some help. Gets it baseline to Astorino, but he can't handle the pass. And it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that's going to frustrate Tyler Kerr at Beaver there because you drop a play coming out of a timeout and a result doesn't even result in the shot. That's complete lack of execution right there. That's nothing more frustrating for a coach.
Nice give and go. Dean to Jami, back to Dean, and he gets the left-handed layup to drop.
Very nice two-man game there by the Dragons.
Now Cole hands it off to Roberson. He might have got away with an extra step there. Cole, turnaround jumper inside the free throw line. Doesn't get it to go, and Dean gets the rebound. Now Barfield wants his team to push it. He's going to take it all the way. And then they call a charge on Sincere Barfield. And he's not happy with the call.
Sincere's one that doesn't like any charge that gets called against them. I will say though, it looked like on this one the defender might have been moving a little bit there, but
Grau comes back in for Chauncey Cole for the Titans. And he's going to run point, gets it over to Redmond.
Take a charge, get subbed out of the game.
All right, Grau. Well, he was going to get subbed out because I don't think they liked what he did on the offense.
For sure. I'm mainly throwing a joke out there.
Kick a man while he's down.
Absolutely.
They call a foul on Christian Dean. That's his second, so Roche will come in for him. Foul was on the floor. Both teams now have 4 fouls apiece. Astorino's going to inbound it to Grau, gets it in. Grau throws it across to Roberson. Roberson's going to drive baseline. Tough shot, gets it to go on the baseline floater.
Yeah, very nice play there by Roberson. I think that's more of his game too. He's a decent slasher of the basketball and gets it to go for 2.
Now Truth Norton, no look pass to Roche across the court. Now Barfield inside to Norton. Norton's going to drive, kick out to Harshman for 3. Gets that to go. That's more the Harshman game you were expecting.
Yes, and that's what he does. He's a very good stroke from downtown, and he can stroke it from 35 feet away. He's that good from 3.
Now Grau gets a pick from Astorino, then dumps it off to Astorino for 3. No good. Harshman comes down with the rebound. And now Barfield pushing it up. Inside to Jami. That was an excellent pass by Barfield. The foul is going to be on... What did they call that on? On 13, that's Grau, so that's his second. Jami's going to go to the line.
Beaver County foul on number 13.
This Dragons team has a lot of really good passers on it.
They do.
Barfield, Johnson, Jami.
Yeah, and that's part of how Coach Schmelkinson wants to build this team as well. Like the vision component of it's very underrated.
Truth Norton, I forgot about that.
And their ability to see where their teammates are on the floor at all times is something that's very important to that staff, and it's something that they recruit for.
Jami hits one of his 2 free throws. Armstrong's able to get across just in time. Now Redmond has to back out, hands it off to Grau. Grau tries to go baseline. He's shut off by Roche. Then Redmond. Nice little floater by Redmond. Gets that to drop. 36-16 with 5 minutes left in the first half. Barfield throws it over to Norton. Now Harshman. Roche. Harshman's just going to shoot a 3. Too strong, but Roche gets the rebound. He's just going to fire up a 2-point shot. Can't get that to go. Jami gets the offensive rebound. He is fouled, so he'll go to a line. But he cannot convert the shot.
Be important for the Dragons. They missed the front end of 2 a lot recently. Gotta stay concentrated for both free throws. They missed the front end of the free throws a lot recently. So let's see There you go. That's good form. That's very good form there by Jami. I think he knows when he missed that first. He didn't use his legs at all and didn't complete the process of the free throw. That was very much better there, and that's how it should be done. That was well done.
The foul was on Lamar Redmond. That's his first team 6. Jambi is good for both free throws, stretches the lead to 38-16. And now continuing their pressure, Armstrong's able to get it over, then gets it to Redmond, who's open for 3, misses the 3. Astorino gets the offensive rebound, swings it back out. Redmond couldn't handle the pass, otherwise I feel like he might have shot the 3 there, so he's going to reset. Now Astorino's going to drive, and tough take on Jami, gets the underhanded layup to go.
If I'm Beaver, I'm featuring Astorino more. He's their one constant source of offense, and he can score at all 3 levels. I'm featuring Astorino more than I am right now if I'm Beaver.
Barfield gets it over to Harshman. Harshman's going to drive baseline. Can't get the tough shot at the basket to go, and Cole gets the rebound. Gets it to Redmond. Now Roberson inside to Astorino. He thought about it. He's going to swing it back out. Now Armstrong's going to drive baseline. But that was shut off by Jami. Now Cole, tough shot.
Yeah, Dragons will live with that every day.
Truth Norton now from the pass from Barfield, but he's going to back out. Now he's going to drive baseline. Kicks it out to Barfield. Barfield for 3 and gets that to go. That was pretty.
That was nice. I was about to say Norton maybe could have finished that layup baseline, but went the unselfish route, found one of his teammates. Barfield knocks it down from 3.
Roberson inside to Astorino. Astorino's going to drive around Jami, misses it, and then they're going to call a foul. Now, we were talking about this yesterday. That's one of those, like, because the Dragons got the rebound, they called the foul. Like, or that's what it looks like. We're going to have a media timeout, though. 41-18. Dragons are up, 3:02 left in the first half. We'll be back to finish out the half. All right, we are back in Columbia. 3:02 left in the first half, 41-18. Dragons are up. Astorino will go to the line for 2 free throws. Gets the first one to go. Gets the second one to go, so 2 for 2, 41-20. Dragons up 21 points with 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Barfield gets it across the line. They call it a play. Looks like Jaden Johnson's going to come back into the game next stoppage. Roche over to Barfield. Now Roche. Harshman looking over to Norton. Norton's just going to take a deep 3, and he gets it. Big shot by Truth Norton as the shot clock is running low.
Yeah, it was a very nice shot. Nothing but net there. Very pure. Good shot there by Norton.
Armstrong swings it to Roberson. Roberson down low to Cole, who gets it back out to Roberson. Roberson drives, and now the steal is by Truth Norton, and his pass Little sloppy, gets to Barfield. Barfield's good drive baseline. He steps out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Possession to the
Yeah, that kind of was a sloppy possession there from the Dragons. Looked like Norton threw it off his head, the Beaver player's head there.
Yeah.
And then Barfield obviously stepping out of bounds on
Johnson
that
comes
one.
in for Harshman. Dragons 24-point lead. Cole has to back out. There's some confusion for the Titans, but they're going to reset with Redmond. Over to Cole. Cole's going to drive and gets the tough shot to roll in.
Chauncey Cole.
Now Jaden Johnson. Good, get it across the line. Roche to Norton. Norton pump fake. Dribbles behind his back, gets it over to Roche. Roche's going to take a three. Misses that. Battle for the rebound. Armstrong gets it. And now Redmond heading the other way. Now Armstrong's going to try and press it in, but he gets it back to Redmond. Now Astorino for three. Misses it, and the foul's going to go on Roberson. And it is a 1-and-1. So Dragons get bailed out there. Roberson taking a foul on the offensive side. So foul is on Roberson. That is his second foul. Jaden Johnson will go in line for free 1-and-1, and he's the best free throw shooter on this team.
Yeah, be important. Dragons again have had issues with the 1-and-1s all year, so let's see if they can concentrate and knock this one down.
Gets the first one to drop. All right, Johnson getting ready for a second one. It's 45-22. Johnson with 7 points so far. Bring that up to 8. 8 points in the first half.
Dragons in the 2-2-1. They're bringing it back.
Now Armstrong has to get it all the way across to Roberson. He has to come back, but he gets it. Then flips it over to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to fire off the three. No good. Jami gets a rebound. We are under a minute left in the first half. Johnson going to throw the oop to Roche, and Roche just lays it up off the backboard.
Very nice pass there by Johnson, and Roche showing off his leaping ability for the layup.
Roberson gets the pass from Redmond, and then Armstrong steps out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Possession to the Dragons.
Coach Smelkinson's going to call a 30-second timeout, so we will stay with you. 39.4 seconds left. Do you think he's trying to draw up maybe a two-for situation?
I think that's a good idea if he wants to do 2-for-1. I've always been a proponent of the 2-for-1. It's going to be tough here with 39.4 and a 30-second shot clock. So if you are going to do that, you're basically going to have to get the ball in one of Johnson or Barfield's hands and basically drive and attack the lane here. But if he's not doing that, he's obviously going to be drawing something up, a half-court set, where they go probably around 10 seconds on the shot clock. Me personally, I've always been a big proponent of the 2-for-1, and I think up 26, I think it's a good idea to go for it. What do you got to lose? You're up 26 points.
Every Dragon that has played in this game so far has at least 3 points. Not only have they all scored, they at least have 3 points. Anthony Jami, 11 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds.
During the timeout, enter the need for.
I think you'll see a lot of the reserve Dragons later on in the second half as well.
Johnson, good to get it. He's going to take it all the way. Tough shot, no good. Jami gets the offensive rebound. He goes up strong and gets it to go. Up to 13 points, leads all scorers in the first half.
They don't get the 2-for-1, but they do get the offensive rebound and put back. If Beaver's going to go early, that's not a good idea, even though he scored it.
Astorino got the floater to drop. 50-24, and the Dragons have plenty of time to run some offense here and set up a play.
You go now, though. You got to go now if you're the Dragons.
Johnson gets trapped, gets it over to Norton. Norton's going to drive baseline, step back, nope. Now Johnson, and they run out of time. Roche got the three off, but it was too late, so a little sloppy. But the end of the first half, Dragons have a 26-point lead, 50-24 over the Community College of Beaver County Titans. We will be back right around the start of the second half.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Welcome back to the Caller Foundation Complex here on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland. Matt Trudeau and Sebastian Marich with you. We're a little over 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. Dragons have a 26-point lead. 57.6% from the field in the first half, 63.6% from three-point range, 62.5 from the free throw line. Now, the free throw line has been kind of their Achilles heel all year, but only 37% from the Titans, 18.2 from three-point range. They have made 66.7% of their free throws. Dragons just got to continue pushing. I'd imagine at least a few minutes of pushing with the starters, hopefully getting that lead up and then being able to rotate some bench players in.
Yeah, that's the goal. You want to get this thing maybe up to like the 35-point range. Well, it's already at the 30. It's already at the 26 mark. So if you can get it up to 35, then I think you can see some of the end of the bench guys get in there. Dragons also with 8 steals, their pressure has caused a lot of Beaver issues to this point.
And the Titans have the first possession in the second half. Cole misses the shot at the rim, off the front of the rim, and Enriquez got the rebound and gets it to Jaden Johnson. Now Jami swings it over to Truth Norton, who gets the extra pass to Dean, who hits the three. Good ball movement by the Dragons. Roberson gets the inbound. Dragons still running a press.
You know that was discussed coming in the locker room that we're going to be in this coming out of halftime on a make.
Cole gets the short jumper to go.
That's a good press break there by Beaver.
Now Johnson gets it across the line. Over to Norton. Now Enriquez needs some help. Gets it out to Dean, who gets it inside to Jami. Jami taking on the defender, misses it. Battles for the rebound, can't get it. Armstrong gets it for the Titans. Now Titans heading the other way, throws it up to Astorino. Now Armstrong left open for three, dead on, misses it. Chauncey Cole gets the offensive rebound. And Dean battles him, but they're able to save it. Roberson inside to Astorino. Astorino's going to drive to his left. Gets around Jambi, but can't get it to go. And now Enriquez.
Good job by Jami there, staying vertical. Tough to get it over him. He's a wall in there.
And Jaden Johnson hits the three. So 2 threes for the Dragons. Starts off the second half. Roberson, I don't know how they didn't call a travel there.
I don't either. I'm pretty surprised they didn't.
And then a foul on Jaden Johnson on Growl. So that's really got to annoy you if you're Coach Wilkinson.
Yeah, it does. But you're up 30 is what it is. So move on. Johnson only picking up the first team foul. No harm, no foul, really.
But there was a foul.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Growl now with the ball, gets it over to Armstrong. Armstrong bounces it, but it's a kick ball. Manuel Enriquez. All right, back underway. Growl over to Roberson. And good hands by Dean, but he ends up tapping it to Astorino, who gets it inside to Cole, and Cole gets that to go. Cole, the hot hand for the Titans so far early in the second half.
You're the Dragons. Want to keep the pace up a little bit here. You don't want to just sleepwalk your way through the second half. You have a much more capable opponent in your next game versus Potomac State, who can spring an upset versus Howard, and they need this game, quite frankly, to be in to help their case in the top 8. Like Beavers, it's going to be tough for Beaver at this stage to crack the top 8 to be in the Region 20 Division II tournament. Like for Potomac State, they're there. They can get in there, but they gotta continue to stack wins up. It's going to be a much sterner test for Howard their next game. You got to continue to build positive habits for that one.
The foul was on Armstrong. It's his third, and Christian Dean hits another three. So he's hit 2 threes in this second half so far. Now Growl has to throw it up to Astorino, who gets it back to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to drive, kicks it out, but it's stolen by Jaden Johnson. Now Dragons have numbers, gets it to Dean. Dean misses it, but they're going to call the foul. So the foul is on number 5, Roberson. I think that might be his third as well. It is. So 2 players for the Titans getting some early foul trouble in the second half, and Dean will go to line for 2.
Good strong take there by Dean Roberson with the forearm fouled him.
Dean misses the front end.
Once again, the front end of 2 for the Dragons. It's been an issue for them, and it's all about concentration. You have to concentrate at the line, and it's easy to take it for granted, but you can't. And you build those habits, and those are bad habits. You got to get out of those.
So Dean makes 1 of 2. He's now up to 13 points. Johnson steals Roberson's pass and gets the right-handed layup to go. And now Grau gets the inbound. 62-28. Astorino with the ball. Getting trapped, get little behind Roberson, but he's able to save it. And Armstrong for 3, misses that. Rebound drops to Grau of the Titans. And they reset, gets inside to Cole. Cole gets another shot to go at the hoop. That's 6 points for him in this second half.
Good strong take there by Cole. He's had a nice second half to this point. He's asserted his physicality down low, and he's given the Dragons something to think about down low.
Nice pass by Roche down low to Jami. He gets the easy basket. Cole has 6 of his 8 points in this second half so far.
Roche with a beautiful pass there, put it in only a spot where Jami could get it. That was well done there by the Dragons.
Now Grau and a kick ball by Christian Dean.
Kickball possession.
Says it hit his hand. It is a media timeout, so we're going to step aside. 64-30, Dragons up. 15:38 left in the second half. All right, welcome back to Columbia. Coming out of the media timeout, Roberson's going to look to inbound it for the Titans. He gets it to Gryle. And now Armstrong. Back to Gryle. Roberson's going to shoot a 3. No good. Roche's able to get the rebound, even though it was an awkward bounce. And now Jaden Johnson's going to push it, gets it baseline to Norton. Norton misses the reverse layup, unfortunately. And now Gryle heading the other way for the Titans. Back over to Armstrong. Armstrong getting pressed by Truth Norton. Gets it inside to Cole. Cole thought about it, but he's going to just swing it out to Gryle. Gryle's going to drive, throws up a floater. No good. Dean gets the rebound. He's just going to start to push it.
And throw it to the invisible man.
Yeah. Unfortunate turnover there, so it will be Titans ball. Lamire Redmond will come into the game for Trey Armstrong.
Yeah, Redmond has definitely not had the effect in this one like he did versus Frederick a day ago.
Cole now got Dean into the air. He gets blocked from behind by Jami, though. And then Dean gets the steal, throws it up to Roche. Roche's going to take it all the way. He gets hit, misses the shot. They said it was no shot.
That's Roberson's 4th foul, though, so he's probably going to have to come out the game.
Yep.
Or Coach Kerr might just let it ride with it being a 34-point 4-point deficit. But that's one if you're Roberson. It's difficult, but it's easier said than done, especially sitting here. But he could have easily taken the charge there.
Yeah.
Now, when you have Arthur O'Shea coming at you full force, again, it's easier said than done. And if I was in his position, I probably would have ducked and backed out of the way myself. But that's one where that's a charge opportunity there for Beaver.
Colin Harshman comes in for Anthony Jami, and Roberson takes a seat, and Ortega comes in for him. Roche makes both free throws, so he's up to 7 points in today's game, I guess. Redmond now back to Gryle, who throws it all the way up for Cole, but Harshman gets his hands in the way, knocks it out of bounds. Good defense. He's
Good
a little
active
upset.
hands there by the Dragons.
Redmond gets it into Gryle. Gryle gets it over to Astorino, right around the free throw line, gets that jumper to go. Now Johnson gets it across the line. Over to Norton. Now Dean looks to get it to Roche. Roche's open for three, and he hits it. Just like that, Roche's in the double-digit club with 10 points. Gryle over to Ortega. Now up. Oh, Dean almost got his hand on it, but Astorino gets it to Redmond. Redmond for three, and he gets that to drop. 69-35, 13-37 left in the second half. Roche over to Dean. Now Norton. Jaden Johnson looking to possibly get inside. He's going to get picked from Harshman. Nope, he's just going to take the three, though. Little strong, no good. Astorino comes down with the rebound, and he drops it off to Grau, and they're able to move up the court with no pressure this time. Now Redmond. Redmond's going to drive. Baseline pass. Excellent pass to Cole, who gets the easy basket.
Yeah, breakdown and defense there from the Dragons, and good job by Cole. Cole's been very active this second half. He's found the right spots, and even the time he got blocked, it was a good fake to get Dean off the air. He just happened to not know Jami was right there behind him.
Norton no good on the three, but Christian Dean goes up for the strong rebound and then gets the layup. Christian Dean having a really good second half.
Yes, he is. He's always a glue guy for the Dragons, and that's what he's capable of.
Ortega for three, no good. Harshman gets the rebound, hands it off to Jaden Johnson. Johnson looking around, finds Harshman for three, no good though. And Cole gets the rebound. He's going to push it up the court for the Titans.
Good shot there by Harshman. Unfortunately, didn't go down. That's a look you'll live with every day of the week if you're Howard.
Redmond out to Ortega. Ortega inside to Astorino, who gets the floater.
I really respect Astorino's game. He's a do-it-all player for Beaver, and he was like that his freshman year as well. And I think he's a guy that can go on and play at a 4-year somewhere. He's definitely very capable, and I'd say he's the best player on this Beaver County ball club.
Norton gets the right-handed layup at the basket. 73-39, Redmond. For three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ortega's able to get it, gets it to Cole. Cole's just going to circle it out to Redmond. Then Redmond's going to drive, misses the shot at the hoop with some contest, and then he's just going to get the putback. Now Johnson bringing up the court for the Dragons. Next stoppage, we will have a media timeout. Norton's calling for a pick, does not use it, but then he's going to get the easy layup on the other side.
Breakdown there by Beaver, but great job there by Truth Norton, seeing the lane, attacking it, using his athleticism to get the easy layup.
Sincere Barfield and Savion Gowder will come in next stoppage of play. Will be first Savion Gowder sighting of today. Redmond for three, no good. Roche gets the rebound. He's going to throw it up to Harshman. Harshman's just going to stop and pop a three, misses it. And now Cole gets the rebound for the Titans. Much to his team's chagrin on the bench. Gryle over to Cole. Now Gryle, good call to play. He's going to drive and gets fouled on the floor. It's immediate timeout, so we are going to step aside. Dragons up 75-41, 10-14 left in the first half. Second half, sorry. All right, welcome back. Both Christian Dean and Anthony Jami have 15 points. Damon Astorino leads all scorers with 17 points. But a very good game being put together by both Dean and Jami. First free throw's no good for Greil.
This is only Beaver's 4th and 5th attempt at the free throw line all day, compared to 12 for the Dragons.
And the foul was for on Colin Harshman, so that's his first. Most free throws are no good for Greil, so that's rough. And Johnson and Roche gets fouled. The foul is going to be on Redmond, and that is his second foul. Roche's going to the line for 2. He has 10 points, 6 rebounds. Misses the front end. Dragons have 4 players in double digits. And Truth Norton's a point away from joining them.
That's the theme for the Dragons, though. Again, miss the first, make the second. Against good teams, you can't do this. You just can't. You can't keep giving away points at the front end. And I think you're going to begin to see start of the beginning of some of the end of the bench guys as Kanye McMahon's going to check in. Savion Gowder's already in. And you can kind of see the rust that he has there. That was a pretty bad travel there by Savion Gowder.
Kanye McMahon comes in for Jaden Johnson. Well, you had the steal by Roche when the pass went off Redmond's leg, and then it got a little sloppy on this end, which led to, Gowder with the travel. Greil now got the inbound. So all bench players on the court for the Dragons right now. Greil gets inside to Astorino. Astorino kicks it out to Ortega. Ortega throws it across the Greil. He hesitates, drives, gets it to Astorino, who gets the floater up and in. Good ball movement there by the Titans.
Very nice and good spacing and good job finding the cracks in the zone. Very well done there by CCBC Beaver.
Now Barfield with the ball. Tries to throw it inside to McMahon. It gets knocked out of bounds. Up there, I think they call a foul. They call a foul on Greil. That's his third. Roberson will come in for Redmond. And Roberson has 1 foul to play with, so we'll see how that goes. Roche gets the inbound from Barfield. Barfield goes shoot a 3. No good. Roche gets the offensive rebound, misses that. And then the ball's bouncing around. Astorino comes up with it. He'll drop it back to Ortega.
Beaver got lucky there. They sent 2 guys to close out on Barfield there, which led for an easy offensive rebound. Unfortunately, the Dragons couldn't finish their second opportunity.
Colin Harshman knocked the ball out of bounds. Roberson gets it into Ortega. Now Astorino. Cole bounces into Astorino. He can't handle it. Gowder gets a steal. He throws it up to Roche. Roche's going to drive baseline. Tries to get it in, but it's stolen away. His pass attempt, and now Greil. Good call of play for his team. Over to Astorino, back to Greil. Now Ortega. Greil's good drive. Needs some help. Throws it baseline to Ortega. Now Astorino for three, and he gets that to drop.
Damon Astorino for three.
I'm surprised he hasn't been more aggressive in this one, knowing his capabilities and kind of the need for Beaver needed him, I think, to be a little more aggressive, just the way this game has ended up being played. But Astorino is a heck of a player, and he can score at any level.
Barfield misses the shot. Gowder cleans it up, though.
Good job by Gowder there, using his size to get that offensive rebound and put back layup in.
Greil over to Ortega. Back to Greil. Roberson inside to Astorino. A nice steal by Harshman on the pass to Cole along the baseline. Now Barfield takes it down, gets the defender in the air, and gets the layup off the backboard to go.
Good use of a fake there by Barfield. Good to see him get back on the board there for the Dragons. He's kind of been a little quiet in terms of the scoring output. That he's usually a little more productive in that department, but the game's kind of dictated that. So
Yeah, Gowder with the steal. McMahon gets blocked at the basket, and then Barfield steals Greil's pass.
he is not giving this one. Oh, he is giving it.
Oh, Savion Gowder misses the oop off the backboard. Then Harshman gets a steal on the other end. Now Barfield gets a defender in the air, and then he is fouled, so he'll go to the line for two. The foul is going to be on Ortega.
That last-minute sequence right there could be a Shaqtin' a Fool sequence right there. Just blooper after blooper, and we'll go to his media timeout.
Yep, media timeout. 80-46. Dragons are up. 6:34 left in the second half. We'll be back. All right, we are back out of the timeout. Barfield will go to line for two free throws.
During the timeout, entering the game for the Dragons, number 22, Jasper.
Jasper Hanna comes into the game for Arthur Roche.
And entering the game with the Titans, number 14, Ruben Hernandez.
These are Barfield's first free throws. Misses the first one on the front of the rim. Was it a lack of legs?
Well, it sure looked like it. That was pretty rough. But a lot of it's concentration too. Like, it's easy to just, you're up 35. It's just the front end of a 1-on-1. You're like, oh, I'm getting two shots, so this is 2 free points. It doesn't work like that. You have to stay concentrated and complete the process of the free throw. And the Dragons just haven't done that today.
Ooh, Barfield gets a steal and then a nice move around the defender. Gets that to go.
Yeah, that was a nice move there by Barfield. A lot more of what he's capable of. I think he knows his low scoring output, and I think he's going to try to get back to his averages here.
And another steal by Barfield. Gets it to McMahon. McMahon gets the left-hander to go off the backboard. And Barfield's up to 10 points.
Nice finish there by McMahon. Good to see him get on the board, too.
Ruben Hernandez, who's now in the game for the Titans. Now Armstrong looking to get it into Hernandez. He's going to have to swing it around to Roberson. Now Astorino. Back to Roberson. Baseline to Cole. Cole's just going to fire off a shot. Misses it short. Gets his own rebound. He's going to take on 2 defenders. Misses that. Should have probably made that shot. And now Gowder dumps it off to Barfield. Nathan Heitschuh's going to come into this game for the Dragons. Harshman, deep 3. No good. Cole gets the rebound.
Jasper Hanna checked in for the Dragons as well.
Yeah, he came in for Roche. Gowder commits the foul on Armstrong. Armstrong misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. I believe that's Gowder's first foul. You think Heitschuh's coming in for Harmon?
Harshman, yeah,
sorry,
I do.
yeah.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, it was Gowder's first foul. Armstrong misses. I think that's why he took that 3. He knew when he saw it, and he was like, you know what?
I'm letting one more go.
Makes the second one. So now Barfield gets it over to Hanna. Now McMahon. Jasper Hanna wants a pick. Gonna get one from Gowder. Then gets it off to McMahon. McMahon for 3. No good. Gowder gets the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Heitschuh, who steps in. Takes a deep 2. No good. Battle for the rebound and goes out of bounds off the Dragons. And Harshman's going to come back in for Barfield.
Going to be point Harshman. I think you're going to see him run the point maybe here, or you're going to see McMahon run the point. One of those two. It's a kind of a clunky fit, but I think it's kind of just for fun here. Just a little bit of an experiment from the coaching staff. I'm actually interested to see who will be bringing the ball up and running the offense here.
Could be Hanna as well.
It could be. There's 3 possibilities, that's for sure.
Armstrong now, back to Grau. Now Astorino for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Armstrong, and then he gets fouled by Gowder. So now Gowder has 2 fouls.
Dragons got to at least try to go for the rebound there. I mean, they just stood there.
Fell asleep,
and you're going to get your final media timeout here.
All right, we're going to step aside. 85-47, Dragons up big, 4:06 left in the second half. All right, welcome back. Caller Foundation Complex here in Columbia, Maryland. Nehemiah Smith comes into the game for Colin Harshman. So 2 quick subs for Colin Harshman. And now Armstrong misses the first free throw. Second free throw is good for Armstrong, makes it an 85-48 game. Hanna rolls it into McMahon, and McMahon is going to run point. He runs point a lot, well, other than Truce Norton on the JV team. Hanna with the ball gets it over to Gowder. And then his pass is stolen away by Roberson. Roberson, oh, that was hard. I think he hit his head.
That was hard.
That
and
was a very hard
we
foul.
hope he's okay. 'cause
Yeah.
he had mean intentions there, that's for sure.
And they do call a flagrant foul on Haichu.
I kind of feel like that was a flagrant.
I do too.
Um,
I do too. I think it's the right call.
yeah.
I mean,
When you have a player in the air, it makes him a defensive player,
Oh, yeah.
and you have to give him space. And
kinda
he took
undercuts
his
him.
landing space
Yeah.
out, so that is the right call. That is the right call in my opinion. So
Yeah.
they'll get 2 shots and the ball on the base or on the sideline.
So Roberson's first free throw gets it to go.
And it's good to see that Roberson's okay as well.
yeah, because it was a hard fall.
Yeah.
We have headphones on, and I could clearly hear.
Right.
the ground.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good. Ortega's going to come in for him.
They're actually going to inbound on the baseline.
For the Titans, number 11, Orlando Ortega.
Full 30 on the shot clock.
Armstrong now got the inbound. Now step back, deep 2, no good. Smith gets the rebound. Now Hannah gets it over to McMahon.
35-point ball game here in Columbia. Hannah's going to drive and gets the right-handed layup to go.
Good strong take there by Hannah. Kind of using his arm to create separation, but not illegally. Basically going the limit to create that separation, getting the layup.
Armstrong now back out to Ortega. He's going to fire off a 3. No good. Hannah gets the rebound. He's going to look to push it up. Gets it to Smith, who gets it to Haichu. Haichu's going to shoot a 3. Misses it. And then goes out of bounds off the Dragons.
To the Titans.
Yeah, that's one Haichu will want to have back for sure. I always wonder when it's an air ball, and a lot of statisticians do it differently. You really can get a missed shot, or you can get a turnover. So I'll be interested to see how that one gets.
Yeah, and if you catch the air ball, is it a rebound or is it steal?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
These are the things that keep me up at night.
There you go.
McMahon gets a steal, and then he is fouled by Greil. And it'll be a 1-and-1.
Will be 1-and-1. I
It'll be
think that's the 17th foul.
So McMahon goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Hernandez is going to come into the game for Greil. Greil just picked up his 4th foul.
That's his 4th, team 7. Re-entering the game for the Titans, number 14, Ruben Hernandez.
McMahon gets the friendly home roll off the rim. Makes both of them. That makes Sebastian happy.
It does. Does that make you happy too?
It does.
There we go.
Armstrong over to Ortega. Inside to Cole. Cole's going to drive on Smith, turn around. Tough shot. Gets it to go.
That was pretty solid defense there by Smith.
That
He
was.
stayed vertical, used his body not illegally, and it's just a good finish there by Beaver. But that was good solid defense there by Smith. Improvement from last night.
McMahon drives baseline, doesn't get it, but Gowder gets the putback slam.
Dragons are up 39 points. Now Cole, he's going to drive. And they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Nehemiah Smith. And Cole's going to go in line for 2 free throws.
Our foul number 21, Nehemiah Smith. That is his first and team 6th.
10 out of Cole's 12 points have come in this half.
Yeah, he's had a very good half here for Beaver offensively. He's He's found the spots in the zone where he can take advantage of, and he's had some good cuts to the basket. He's just been overall much better. I think he kind of learned from the first half. All right, this is how they're going to play me. This is what I need to do to adjust. And he's done a good job of doing that for Beaver.
He makes the second one. Landon Poitras comes in for Damon Astorino. Astorino finishes the game 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Leads all scorers. Now Hannah with the ball. Good drive, gets it, dumps it off to Smith, who can't handle it, but Gowder ends up with it. Then he gets the ball stolen away from him, and Armstrong heading the other way, and it goes out of bounds off the Dragons. .117 left in this game. Poitras throws it out to Armstrong. Armstrong swings it over to Ortega. McMahon tries to steal the pass. Unlucky. Hernandez on a baseline three. No good, but Cole gets it. Misses the putback. And Smith comes down with the rebound. And now McMahon, under a minute left in the regulation. Stay tuned after this game. We will have the women's Dragons team hosting the Allegheny County College Trojans women's team. It's a makeup game for a game that got postponed earlier this season. Smith is going to go to line for 2. He was fouled. By number 8, Chauncey Cole. That's his first. Misses the first free throw.
By a lot there.
That's not for me to say.
That's how you rebound.
It's the second one.
That's how you rebound from that air ball.
Back up to a 39-point lead. Now Armstrong inside to Cole. Cole is able to somehow save it. Then he hits the ground. I don't know how that wasn't a travel, but they're going to call a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Titans.
Possession will remain with Beaver County.
You would have met sliding on your knees is travel, correct?
It is.
Okay. Just what I thought. Dragons have forced 21 turnovers today. Height shoe tips the ball up, but Armstrong's able to recover it. Now Poitras over to Hernandez. Ortega's going to shoot a tough 3 and gets it to go.
Orlando Ortega 4-3.
Good way for Beaver to end the game. Good for Ortega to get some points.
Beaver County is going to fall to 7-12 on the season, 0-2 in the conference. Dragons are going to improve to 16-4, 6-1 in the conference, 9-2 at home. They are going to be back here on Wednesday night when they have Potomac State come in to town. So we will see you at the next men's game, Wednesday the 29th, playing Potomac State. But again, in about 20 minutes or so, the women's team's going to take on the Trojans of Allegheny County. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Your final score is Dragons 92, Titans 56. And we will be back for the start of the next game.